Good morning, Frankmeisters. It's a glorious day here in Indiana. How's everybody this morning? I hope y'all got some sleep because I sure in the hells did not one wink of sleep. As you can see, look at my eyes, red as hell. So how's everybody doing last night or this morning? Can't even talk yet. I don't know, they're jam-packed down there, up there in Delphi already, I can tell you that. I've already talked to several people throughout the night, and the line's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger throughout the night. And they are nuts up there because it was like 30-something degrees and all of them standing out there. And I'm still confused on the seating because the way the judge set the seating up there, at my count, from the many times I've been in that courtroom, with the seating from the families, the media, the defense team, there would only be 5 to 10 seats left, according to my calculations on what the judge had ordered for seating. So I don't know where people are coming up. There's going to be an extra 30 seats because that's impossible. Like I said, with the numbers that the judge put down for seating, there is not going to be 30 seats available. I can tell you that. If there is, they changed something and I was unaware of it. Well, let's go through here and give a shout out to everybody. Say good morning. Good morning, Linda, Miss Mary, 6-3 clocks. Can always depend on you to be here. Kiwi Bridget, Fire Eye, Frosty, good morning. Growing Pain, Crazy. Brandon, what's going on, buddy? Melissa, Gibbo. I can always count on you to be here too because your ass never goes to bed either. AB, good morning. It's a new one in my chat. Miss Beth Gonzalez, it looks like you haven't been to bed either. Kelly O. Roseanne, good morning. Love to hunt, good morning. Get out of my kitchen. Good morning. Debbie, good morning. Mr. Constantine, good morning. Robin B, good morning. Sarah Harvey, good morning. Already, thank you there, 6-3 o'clocks for the $10 super sticker. Greatly appreciated. And if anybody is still wanting to help donate to make sure that I get up to Delphi and stay a few extra days, I will post my Cash App here in the screen here in just a few minutes. I also pinned my Buy Me a Coffee, guys. It's in the chat. Timmy, good morning. Reno, good morning. Unsilent Bob, good morning. Thin Mints. Peruvian, good morning. Chris Collins, good morning. Andrew, Merv, Philip. It looks like I caught up with everybody. So how was everybody's night last night? Anticipation? Well, guess what? Today's the first day towards justice for Abby and Libby. Thank God we don't have to wait any longer, guys. Going to be an interesting day with opening statements. I do know that Judge Gold, before they actually start the trial, is going to rule on some motions that they still need to rule on. I don't drink coffee, Constantine. And I'm anticipating those to come through within the next, I would say, half hour to 45 minutes. As a matter of fact, let me check my emails right now because the clerk's pretty good about getting them to me before the court opens. Give me a second. Let me check. Not yet. The ruling on the sketches, and I'm not sure what other ruling she's going to be making. Great turnout last night, guys. Thanks a lot for y'all hanging out last night for an hour or two. Greatly appreciated. Wow, I can't believe all you guys are up already. It's 75 people in the chat. As a matter of fact, here's my Cash App, guys, if anybody's willing to still donate. Because I can use a little bit more, make sure that I'm there for at least a week or so. War Kittens, good morning. Looks like everybody's already chatting already this morning. Let's see. If anyone hasn't seen, if anybody hasn't seen True Crime Notebook's latest video, we all encourage you to go over there and watch it. And don't forget, she's been monetized also, guys. So go over there and hit that like button and share and watch her videos because it helps a lot on the algorithms. Gibbo is like, they see me trolling, they hate me patrolling, no, he's trying to catch me trolling dirty. Oh, I feel like crashing, but I'm not going to do it. I might have shut my eyes for about a half hour or so, then turn around, the phone and start ringing in the middle of the night. So I get up. I done talked to Ruckus at 5:30 this morning. I talked to Marv. I've talked to Ivy Push. I've talked to Kathy Clendenning. It does feel kind of weird, don't it, Sarah? That it's finally here. Exactly. It doesn't even feel like today's the day, but it is. There are some media people there in line because I've already seen them, and they've already been on live broadcast already. I got a message from somebody already. Miss Carrie Summers, get out of that bed. She should be in my chat, but she's getting ready for work. Coffee and donuts. Not for me. Well, down here in Greenwood, it says it's 37 degrees, but I just took Blade out. It doesn't feel like 37 degrees out. Another new name, Philip Bray. Good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Beth was up late. I got several people, Melissa, that's going to let me know what's going on up in there. But I should be up in Delphi by Sunday. Miyagi 92, good to see you. Zuzu Pedals, good morning. Tommy Roberts, good morning. Exactly. Keep your filthy mouth and toxic comments out of my chat. Today's about the victims and the families. I've seen some people talking about it over in Discord this morning that they should have an overflow and an audio. Well, the judge, they filed a motion and the judge denied that too. Exactly, Coach. It'll be real quiet until about lunchtime. Love to Hunt lives about an hour north of me. Yeah, we ain't going to have no nonsense in this chat today. I can tell you that right now. I don't care if you're a troll or who the hell you are. You're not coming into my chat. It causing ruckus, especially on today. It's not going to happen because you will see me come unglued. Believe that. And quite a few of you have seen me come unglued, and it's not a pretty sight. Yeah, I think that's Says it for everybody out of my kitchen. Very little sleep for anybody last night. Anticipation sucks. Sorry, I'm going through the She Warrior. You down in Bloomington? 37 down there. Frankie, he's off to work. Sarah Harvey saying, my daughter who has autism was born the same year as Libby. I felt so enraged when I heard what happened to the girls. They were being normal teens and a piece of shit took that from them. Yep. Here in Indiana, depending what part of Indiana you're in, I'm in the Eastern Zone, which it's 7:48 p.m. AB is in the UK. So you're about 5 hours ahead of us. I was wondering where that name came from. I never recognized it, so you're from the UK. Thanks for joining us, guys. Anybody overseas, thank you so much for being here. Wrong one. Once again, there's my Cash App. If anybody was want to donate to help make sure that I'm up in Delphi for a few days, or you can donate to my Buy Me a Coffee. One of the two. So what do y'all want to talk about this morning? I mean, there's not a whole lot to talk about. We can just sit here and shoot the shit. Shut up, Purple. All right. We already starting already this morning? Who's Purple? I didn't see no name Purple. And it doesn't help that I don't see very well this morning either. Yep, today is a good day, guys. Very good day. Ain't gonna have no nonsense. We're gonna have a good day. And if you don't want to have a good day, kick rock and see your ass way out of my chat. Oh, I'll be there. Love to hunt. I've already made arrangements. A rescue called me about midnight last night. So another creator just asked Baldwin, what is your strategy for today? Baldwin answered, winning. He then asked, do you think your client will get a fair trial? He answered, no comment. Christopher Collins, beating a dead horse here, but $4 million in zero coverage for Carroll County taxpayers expect second-hand media. Just seems wrong to me. That's a big burden to put on this area. Hope justice is done. Like I said, I mean, if you guys pay attention to the newscast that's going on, they talked about it last night. I watched a little bit of it online, and one of the journalists from WTHR 13 in Indianapolis even announced on live that they petitioned the court for an overflow and audio, and she denied it all. What do we got going on here? Bloodshot Cyclops, just a matter of time before you get the boot, buddy. All right. Thank you. I know somebody was on that real quick. CJK. Oh, well, I got him right now. You're gone, nerd. Keep it up. Not playing that shit today. Charlotte, good to see you. It's good to see everybody this morning. I'm surprised that so many people's already here this morning. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out for a little bit. So, do you guys want to talk about good things, or you do want to talk about the case, or is there something specific that you guys want to talk about? If anybody wants to come up, I'll just put the link in here, and y'all can just come up and hang out with me. In a second. Let me pin it. Oh, wrong one. Give me a second, guys. All right. The link is pinned in the chat if anybody wants to join in. Marv and AG are being interviewed by one of the journalists as they arrived there last night around 8:30 and stayed the night. There are 42 counted waiting in line, counted by another creator. Well, a lot of them are going to be disappointed because if my calculations are right, according to Judge Gold, there's only going to be about 20 seats left, because if you got 20 for the families, you got 10 per side as far as defense, 10, that's 30. Then you got 10 for the prosecutor, that's 40. Then you got 12 for the media, and there's only like 62 seats in the courtroom. So that only leaves 10 extra seats. And if anybody has any common courtesy, they would give up their seat for any family member that was not able to get a seat. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning. Allison Wood, good morning. Well, thank you for the compliment, but it's too early for that. I didn't even get a damn shower. I rolled right out of bed and threw some clothes on and got right on here. I keep hearing people talking about the damn hair, and I'm tired of hearing about that. It's supposed to start at 9 o'clock. Should start at 9 o'clock, and they run till 6 Monday through Friday. And from what I saw last night, Saturdays from 9 to noon. It's hard telling. I think if you ask me, it will probably be one of the witnesses that was at the bridge or at the trails that day. Yeah, Allison. There was no way in hell I was rolling out of bed and try to get in the shower. Lala. It is 5 till 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Exactly. Love to hunt. You know, I mean, even though I've been to every hearing except for one, I didn't go to the jury selection because I was a foreman on a jury, and I know how boring that shit is. So I was not attending that. Yes, Constantine, they will, if they have start at 9 o'clock, it's more than likely just going to be lunch. Oh yeah, Reno. No, most definitely. More, I would say more than just his wife and mother. Don't be a scrub, like 6'3" Clock said. Hit that thumbs up. Coach Kev's getting ready to go get his dentures fixed. Just kidding, Coach. And I already made a promise that if I was to be able to get in the courtroom and then I noticed any of the family members didn't have a seat, I'm getting up and walking out the courtroom. I think he has a sister, if I remember correctly. I can't remember because I haven't made it about Richard Allen. Well, Well, it's in the decorum, but you know, things change from day to day when it comes to that stuff. Someone in line said the families that were giving testimony today in court cannot go into the court before. Yeah, it's correct. Any family member that was subpoenaed is going to be a witness. They are not allowed in the courtroom until they've testified and they've been released by the defense team, prosecutor, or the judge. Allison Wood, you're crazy. Point out the trolls say they don't get missed, please. I came home from the hospital yesterday. You all right there, CJK? I'm still going through the chat. When does not a defense team have some type of trick up their sleeve, Miss Harders? Lala lives in Nova Scotia. Yeah, CJK's been on the ball here lately. It's okay, Mom. Good to see you. Yep, and I'm getting ready to patent that name too, Gibbo. Oh, Lord. Total replacement, man. I didn't see Metal Mom in there. Oh, she's at the very top, isn't she? Here we go. Was reading a live stream elsewhere and no one is mentioning the victims. It's sad. All I hear is you can't put the wrong person in jail, Justice for Abby and Levy. Amen to that, Metal Mama. That's what I keep talking about. You got all these buffoon scarecrows for the defense. They don't talk about the victims whatsoever. They always talk about, oh, the police corrupt, the prosecutors corrupt. Who else is going to be corrupt? I don't think a lot of these idiots don't realize what long of a chain it involves to have a cover-up or conspiracy. Oh, no. That's a Cubs hat, Debbie. Chicago. I'm thinking about changing my name to True Crime. Good morning, Jackie. Excuse me, guys. Mr. C. Taylor, good morning. Oh, man, there's my dude, Joe Newman. It's not that they're lost in the chaos and their egos. It's just they're not worried about the girls. It's about them and trying to spin a false narrative for clicks. Good morning, Jill. Good to see you. Yeah, like Joe said, it's a crazy chain. Plus, who protects child killers? Oh, yeah, I saw the home run, Deb. Cleveland hit. Mr. DJ, good morning. Oh, God, here he goes. 8 o'clock in the morning, and he's already starting. That little shit got some sleep. I didn't. Jinx in the house? Where's she at? Hey, what's up, Mod boss, how was that couch last night? I heard you were snoring up a storm. You guys are talking World Series now. Yeah, Jinx has been wonderful here, especially with my channel. I don't know what I would do with that woman if she wasn't one of my mods. So what's the crowd looking like up there, Jinx? I know you're up there. Or are you at Kathy's house still? I'm surprised I even got up. Your dog started itching at 7 a.m. Does your dog sleep in the bed with you? Because if it does, that would drive me nuts. Miss Wanda from Missouri. She's staying in Ohio with her grandkids and her daughter. Well, it's good to see you, Wanda. It's been a minute. It's cold. Yeah. I talked to Kathy about 4 o'clock this morning, and she had taken some blankets up to Marvin them. Oh, hold on. What did I just miss? You made us coffee. Where's it at, Lisa? I just saw a comment that I was looking for. Opening statements is supposed to start at 9 o'clock, as far as I know, because the court calendar that she set was 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to noon on Saturday. Really, Gibbo? Lay, chill, dude. It's too early for that. Yes, the murder sheet will get in. Jinx knows who was all in line and what position. I think the murder sheet was like 10th in line. Oh, there's quite a few people there, but I also heard there was a lot of new faces that no one's ever seen before. That's at the hearings. Good morning, Miss Steffa. If anybody didn't realize yesterday was Miss Support with Steffa's birthday, if you haven't wished her a belated happy birthday, there she is. Yeah. Ruckus called me this morning about 5:30, and he said it was 60 degrees and he was freezing. Carrie, is she in the chat? I haven't seen her because she texted me and she looked like she went back to bed. Good morning, Miss Thang. Long time no see. Yeah, certain YouTubers are just making us a circus. That's all it is. Sorry, guys. My eyes are burning. Got to rub them. We could switch if you want, Beth. I'll take the 60 degrees any day, especially down there. With all the hearings that me and Jinx and all of us have been to, we have not, I don't believe, I have never seen any disagreements about who's in line or fighting over a spot in line. I have not seen that with this case yet. Miss Amber, thank you so much for the $30 donation. She says, hi, Frank. Me and my mom, mom have been watching you from the UK since the very beginning. It's finally here. Justice for Abby and Libby. We will be watching you as the trial goes on. Love, Amber and Diane. Thank you so much, Amber. It's greatly appreciated. And like I said, I mean, yes, I want to get into courtroom, but if I'm in a seat in the courtroom, I'm giving it up to one of the family members. And if I have to go out and sit in the hallway and wait for somebody to come out to give me information, I will. Beth says, oh, heck no. If it's below 70, we're bundled up. My body can't handle cold weather. Mr. Brandon Collins, thank you so much, sir, for the $4.99 super sticker. It's greatly appreciated. Yeah, Bob Siegel, I saw him last night. Yeah, Murder Sheet will definitely be getting in there. So will Susan Hendricks, because I think she's with the Murder Sheet. Thank you, Michelle. Hey, I'm American, but I'm not English, but I like to cuddle with the opposite sex, that is, Gibbo. Remember that. I haven't had a cuddle buddy in 2 or 3 years, maybe even longer. I don't even think about it no more. Brandon Collins says, time to see how many mornings everyone can rough out that cold weight. I bet it weeds people out. Oh, no, it won't. Believe me. It doesn't weed nobody out. Well, you guys are falling in here for early morning. I know support won't be here much longer. She's got to go to work if she's not at work and playing on the computer at the same time. Remember what Jinx says right here. This is about Abby and Libby and their families. It's not about us. All I'm here for is to put out the information that comes out of that courtroom, why I'm not there. And I've got couple people that I trust when it comes to the information. So when the information comes to me, I'll pass it on to you guys. Same way with Jinx. Jinx will do the same thing. And she's live there. She's actually there. But I'll be there this weekend, no doubt. Like I said, I already spoke to Rescue with All Dogs and talked to her last night about midnight. Let's see. Are you there, Boston? Because I know you don't live far from there. Oh, they just opened the doors. Yeah, they sure did. Yeah, I already knew that stuff. Many conversations we had while you were working. Good morning, Purple Haze. Karen G, good morning. Sand Dollar, good morning. So we should be getting word on whatever motions they had left to take care of before the trial actually starts. Should be any time, guys. What the hell is Carrie doing? White sage cleansing. She's a burning an incense. What do I got in my box? Booking.com. Oh, we got a docs pop hit. Give me a second, guys. Got to check it. Docs Pop is where all the information goes from the court to where I can check and see what it is. And then, excuse me. Already got a hit. It's probably a nothing burger. Let me see what it is. It's probably an e-notice to the attorneys. Oh no. Response to a petition filed. So, response to a state's motion in limine regarding sketches. And it was response by the defense yesterday, and it was not dropped yet. Hold on. Let me email them real quick and have them send that to me so I can see what the response is, guys. Give me just a moment. Usually she has it to me, so I don't have to send the response filed this morning. All right. Should have that here soon. Because once she gets the email, she sends it right over to me. Surprised Ruckus is not in here, but you know, you guys who Rafael Sanchez. That's Rafael Sanchez, Boston. He don't live far from me at all. He lives in Franklin still. Ruckus is in here. I didn't see Mr. Clean anywhere. I'm just jumping over people and not even seeing them. There he is. What's going on, Mr. Clean? Yeah, Miss Thang. They've been in first in line since 8:30 last night. Tell you, he don't have a warrant support. He does not have a warrant. Yeah, he was the third in line. See, he doesn't have to worry about, there's Miss Jinx. Good morning, Shorty Sunshine.
Good morning, y'all.
Oh, my God. No sleep for the wicked.
Oh, man. Well, no, yeah, that's about right. There was a lot of people camping out, and I can't believe that got incited. Like, I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, who was telling me? Sarah called me this morning and told me when she was in line that she saw a lot of new faces that's never been to any of the hearings. And I said, yeah, that surprised me.
Yep, there was.
Have you seen it too?
Yeah, so, I mean, of course, Marv is first in line. Good for you, whatever. And then Greeno, Misty Free Spirit is there. Kathy Clendenning is there, and she's a long-standing community member of Delphi.
Yeah.
Thank God there's a local that's going to get in,
Right.
He's camping out all night. Anywho, Aspen is there.
Yeah.
Hannah Shakespeare's there. Tom Webster is there. Anya and Kevin, bless them, Murder Sheet is there. I'm trying to think who else is next. Susan Hendricks is there. She's just lovely.
Yeah.
Sarah is there. A couple other. I did see that Julie Melvin showed up. Apparently, I think she had her daughter camp out on that.
Well, what's that going to do? That ain't going to help people save spots in line.
I wouldn't think that was going to be allowed. I mean, it's never been allowed before, saving the spots thing. So I don't know. I'm trying to think. I
What about?
saw that there was that one girl that showed up to the May 17th hearing in Allen County. That Oksana, I think is her name.
Okay,
So
yeah.
yeah, she's a one-hit wonder who showed up before one time, but now she's at this, and then there was a couple of news reporters and things. I saw Joe Schmo there. He's a YouTuber. He's got a little channel.
Miranda said, "Did you see Julie Melvin with heels?"
I tried not to see Julie Melvin, honey. That's not a pretty sight, let me tell you. Crypt Keeper can just stay to herself.
Yeah, I can't believe she tried to call me about a week ago.
Ugh, whatever.
Her name popped up on my phone. I said, "What the hell?" So I let it ring and go to voicemail. She didn't leave a message, so I text back. I said, "Who is this?" Like I didn't know who it was to throw her off.
I wouldn't have fucking done none of that. I'm sorry. If fudging done none of that, it's too early. I'm drinking my coffee.
Miss Thang is saying WTHR talked to some locals who were pissed because YouTubers were getting in before local residents.
Yep. Hashtag Delphi resident or Delphi local. Yep. Yeah. Like seriously, there were locals that were really upset, because they were like driving by and seeing this, and they're discouraged now. So it's sad. It's really sad that was even decided in the first place to camp out. Like I cannot believe that.
That's ridiculous, honestly.
Well, like I told you last night, people are taking notice. Good job. Good job.
Yeah. I mean, like I told everybody, if I got in, I got in. And if I didn't, I would just sit right there at the door as people were coming out and ask them what's going on. You know who the people I would go to?
Oh, yeah.
Susan, Sarah, Turbo.
Yep, she's there. Love her.
Rescue there yet?
No, she's not going.
She's not.
No. She went ahead and went on home. She feels like me, after seeing the whole post that Carrie made, and then Anna also commenting on it, and it just made us feel gross. Like it just made us feel gross, and we couldn't do it. So
right, yeah, because she, like I said, she called me at midnight last night.
Yeah, on her way home. Bless her heart.
To her mom and dad's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, anything else exciting happened out there last night?
I mean, just watching everybody shiver to death. They're going to get sick, to be perfectly honest. And if they do, well, rightly so. You shouldn't have been camping out all night like that. That is just ridiculous.
Yeah, Misty Free Spirits messaged me yesterday and says, I'm right out here in the lawn camping out. And I said, what? They're allowing that to happen? Apparently so.
I did hear that the media put in a formal complaint about that.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, who knows what she's going to do with that information, especially after, that's just something else. I can't even believe that.
GP says, why would anybody want to camp out in front of the courthouse for a murder trial involving two girls? And it's been 7 years ago, so anybody that wasn't family shouldn't be there.
Agreed, GP. Agreed. I mean, besides the locals and the community members that, has been a part of this and it's affected, like I absolutely agree. Like it shouldn't have been YouTubers making a charade out of it. It's not It's not entertainment.
I do know that family members do want some of us YouTubers there. I know that for a fact.
I know that I mean, I would say that I wouldn't say want, I don't necessarily think they want anybody there. They don't even want to be there, but I think there's some they would be okay with,
Yeah, Tara was in our chat last night for the whole time, shooting the shit with us and everything. So, and she said, I can get a place for you pretty cheap right here in Delphi. And I said, well, you need to send me that information. She said, I'll send it to you tomorrow. I said, oh, because I looked at the Monticello Inn.
Mm-hmm.
They won't take pets.
Oh,
so then I found Alpine Resort right by the golf course.
Mm-hmm.
They take pets.
Well, that's good.
So that's a play. Go ahead.
I would say I would watch Blade, but you know he's about as big as I am, and
Oh, he's bigger than you, hon. He's almost 100 pounds.
well, then he's about the same size as me.
He's a big boy for being 4 years old, and he still acts like a pup.
He is still a puppy forever.
Yeah, my puppy. Oh, he's up on the couch asleep. He's like, fuck you, Dad. It's too damn early for this.
Well, if I hear anything, I will keep you posted. I'm gonna kind of peep out and everything, but
All righty.
I'm gonna let you go. Thank you guys. Thank you for having me on for a moment. I appreciate it.
No problem, sweetheart. Keep in touch
Right.
with me. Let me know what's going on today.
Absolutely. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Yep. I have never been Joseph. It's never been about the fame for me. Yes, Greeno was first in line with Marv. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Did they have campfires and s'mores? Just ridiculous. Oh, we've done it, Miss Thang, numerous times for the hearings that they had all up in Delphi and Allen County. I'm looking to see if she's passed that down to me yet. Mandy, thank you. If you're in the chat for the buy me coffee, thank you so much. And the document has not arrived yet, guys. So I can let you know what she has determined on the sketches. Still waiting on that. Valid point, Joe. Worst thing was putting YouTube on CW. It was put on there for a reason. To show what this case is, what mayhem this case has caused with the YouTubers. Miss V. Marie's in the house. Yes, she is. Good morning, ma'am. Good to see you. Yeah, there was a photo that was posted on YouTube between JLR and another individual by Burn After Reading, and I'll read it. Let me get it. Give me a second. Let me find his channel. There we go. Oops. Wherever he went. I had him pulled up. Maybe it's on this side. Yep. Burn After Reading Live 2 hours ago. The Delphi grifters named Blank and JLR are sadly in full force exploiting Abby and Libby tragedy for personal gain. These fame seekers seeking clowns dishonor the memory of the victims, and it's heartbreaking to see. I don't know. I've never met JLR. I've never talked to him, so I'm not really a fond of him either because he's got a big ass mouth. And he's got a media pass on knowing he can't use it because he does not belong to any news organization. As you can see, he's trying to create a media for himself, and you know that it doesn't work like that. Yeah, I can't believe he's attempting to pass himself as working for media. Oh, Lord, what we got going on here? Oh, 2 more. Allison Burns, thank you so much for the donations. Greatly appreciated. I'm waiting on that document. All right. Mr. Chris Owens is coming up. Good morning, Chris.
Morning, everybody.
You ain't on here to start no shit, are you?
No.
Yeah, man, V. Marie, I remember that too. He's out there yelling it for the courthouse at Richard Down, and Jinx is like, shut up, shut the hell up. Yeah, I remember that day.
How is everybody this morning? Eager, excited? I'm a little bit of everything.
Excited, anxious, anticipation.
Yeah. So, I wonder, do they show stuff during opening statements, or do they wait until after to show stuff?
I would imagine it'll be within the next day or two, but I know for a fact that the media and the family daily get a view exhibits before the trial even starts for the day. They get a view the photos and everything before it all
Okay.
starts.
Because I was wondering if the prosecution was going to play the 43-second audio or something during the opening statements, for example.
It's hard to say how they're going to do that, Chris. It's hard to say. Especially in this kind of case here, there's so much information out there. I mean, I can't be Nick McClellan and try to determine what's the first thing I'm going to start the case off. Oh,
yeah.
Miss Allison Wood, you're Miss Allison Byrne. Thank you so much for that donation.
And do you remember in the PCA where it's described the bridge guy is behind Abby on the bridge? Maybe we'll finally get to see that clip as well.
If they play the whole video, you'll see Libby
Yeah.
or Abby. Yeah.
I'm not sure if they'll do that during opening statements though.
Miss Kelly Aaron, it's good to see you. It's been a long time, ma'am.
So
It's good.
do they have court during the weekend also, or
Yes,
not?
Saturdays, from my understanding, from 9 to noon on Saturdays. Heidi, I will be there, but I just didn't have the funds to get there today. So there was a donation taken up, and I've got enough money to last about 3 or 4 days while I'm up there. So I'm going to call somebody today and see if they'll take Blade for me while I'm gone for the next few days.
And I think we'll finally find out what Richard Allen's motive was and if he acted alone or not.
Kelly says, yep, I cannot wait to hear opening arguments. Did he just walk up on them randomly, or did he know them online? That's a good question.
I guess we'll find that out here in a matter of hours, Kelly.
XOXO, it's good to see you. Good morning from the UK.
Do you I guess we'll find out if either one or both were targeted or if it was just random.
It's really hard to say. In my opinion, I mean, he was out there for a mission. There was no doubt about it.
But he had both the knife and the gun with him, so that tells me he was planning to kill.
Not necessarily, Chris. You can't say that because people here in Indiana were an open carry state, and a lot of men carry guns. A lot of men.
Both guns and knives.
Yeah, and pocket knives. Yes, that's just the way it is here in Indiana.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Give me a second, guys. Somehow I lost internet on my laptop. Because I got my laptop and my PC. Come on, guy. Running slow. There we go.
There were other little girls on the trail that day, besides Libby and Abby, though. So
Yeah. Yeah, but they were all leaving prior to the girls getting there.
yeah, true.
GP, that's Chris Owen. It's up on panel. Thank you, V. Miss you guys. You guys, I know you're always busy, V, working and stuff like that. I miss your guys' face being in my chat. You and
Yeah, I've heard.
Miss Thang.
I heard that, and the defense is gonna have James, Brian, Chadwell, and Keegan Klein testify or something, but I wonder why.
They want to get him on record outside of the jury's presence. And I believe with the Keegan Klein, it's going to be the fact that he had said that him and his dad were at the crime scene, even though we know he's lying. And we don't know why Chadwell got called because he was cleared immediately from this case. And Mr. James Haas, he's something else too.
I don't think Chadwell was involved, but
Me either. I don't think Keegan was involved. Tony was involved at all.
he honestly he did get what he deserved for what he did do to that other little girl, though. Chadwell.
Kelly says, I feel that like they wanted Chadwell because they knew Libby was doing risky behavior online and trying to go with that angle. I'm not going to agree with that because we actually don't know what Libby was up to online. I'm sure it'll all come out in the trial. Yes,
do you think Chadwell might have other victims out there besides that one little girl we know of?
It's a possibility. I mean, there's always a possibility to stuff like that.
Yeah. In fact, maybe it's also possible that he killed those Evansdale girls in 2012.
No, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Oh,
I doubt it.
why?
Well, they would have picked up on something by now, I'm sure. Joe Newman says, how about instead of pointing the finger at Odinism or other people, how about you prove your client is innocent? I get that, Joe, but you know how defense attorneys work. They try to deflect anything away from the client to somebody else. And that's just the way defense works. They're doing their job, but I don't agree with what they're doing with this case, but they're doing their job.
Prove your client is innocent. Oh, do you think that they're not doing that because maybe they know their client is not innocent?
They know their client's not innocent. I'm pretty sure they know. And that's why you see a lot of these filings here lately. They're just setting up everything to go to it for an appeal. That's all they're doing.
I can't. Should we be angry at them because they're trying to help their client get away with killing two little girls, or are they just doing their jobs?
Kelly Aaron says, but yeah, I wonder, did they just walk up there and Rick Allen snapped after some kind of sassy confrontation? It's a good question. We just don't know exactly what took place from the time they had their confrontation or what led up to a confrontation, if there was even a confrontation.
We don't even know what the motive was, or who, or if both or one of them was targeted or anything.
Love to Hunt says, I think they're nearing the exposure of a suspect in Evansdale case. I've heard some rumblings too, but I'm not going to speak on it because I don't know enough about the Evansdale case.
Yeah. And how many times have they neared an exposure of a suspect in crimes, and it turned out to be not true? Love the hunt.
Yeah, Mustang says right here, Chris, they are already setting up for appeal, and Jackals and Rosie probably won't handle the appeal. More than likely not. There, we got support talking with somebody in the chat. Oh, you only live about 3 miles away from Green. Jackie or Kelly says, Jackie, he really is the killer, but why? I know that haunts all of us. I can't wait for them to tell us why. Yeah, I want to know the motive. Tina Stair, good morning. Good to see you. Justice Angel, good morning. In a local paper here, there was an article about Delphi on the front page of 2 names attached to it. And one was Noe with his last name, but I'm not saying it.
I wonder if we'll also finally get to know what they discovered at Alan's residence and inside his vehicle that linked him to the murders.
All of that will be brought out in court, I'm sure. All of it will.
Do you think that'll be in the opening statements, or probably not till later on?
I think they're going to start. The way they're going to start this is that the girls got up that morning. You know, their dad, Libby's dad, made pancakes for breakfast, and then Libby bugging Grandma about wanting to go to the trails, and then Grandma said, "If you want something to do, you can do this, do this." And then Libby realized that Kelsey was leaving and ran into the bathroom or the bedroom where she was at and asked her if she would drop her and Abby off the trails. But that's when Grandma says you got to make sure you got to ride back, and that's when they called her. When Libby called her dad.
The trial's not going to be filmed, is it?
No, not at all.
Shit.
It should be start. The trial should be starting in about 20 minutes. According to her schedule, 9 to 6, Monday through Friday.
It's not going to be filmed.
All right. Got the document, guys. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me see how many pages. Oh, Lord. This is from the defense. Give me a second, guys, and I'll
Okay, yeah.
All right. Give me a second here, and I'll read it with you guys. Give me a second.
Okay, no problem, Frank.
It's like 4 pages long. You know how they do their filings. All right.
The child's not being filmed, but I wonder if the opening statements and all the testimonies and stuff will be available to read as a PDF or something.
All right. Getting ready to read this document, guys. Give me just a second. I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah.
All right. Can you guys see that good enough?
No.
You're on your phone, aren't you? Chris?
What?
Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
That's probably why you can't see it. But I'm going to go ahead and read this, guys. Give me a second. All right. Brief in response to prosecution's motion to limine regarding composite sketches. Comes now the accused Richard Allen by counsel, and for his response to the prosecution's motion to limine regarding sketches states as follows. Number 1, the prosecution argues that the composite sketches are inadmissible due to the fact that they were intended as an investigative tool to generate leads to identify a suspect. In fact, these sketches were not related to the identification as a suspect. Therefore, the sketches would not be relevant under Indiana Rule Evidence 401. State's motion to limine regarding composite sketches, page 1. Number 2, at the hearing, the prosecution argued that the composite sketches of the suspects are not relevant because they are infused with Subjectivity, both by the forensic artist and the witness. Number 3, the fact that there may be subjective input in a sketch does not make the sketch irrelevant. Rather, say subjectively should go to the weight given it by the jury and not to issue regarding admissibility. Number 4, evidence is relevant when it has any tendency to make the existence of any fact that is of any consequence to the determination of the action more probable or less probable than it would be without the evidence. Indiana Evidence Rule 401, Joyner versus State 678. Number 5, the composite sketches in this matter are images of individuals the witnesses saw on the bridge prior to the victim's disappearance on County Road 300 North after the murder. To the extent that the sketches do not resemble Richard Allen, they are highly relevant. Evidence which tends to show that someone else committed a crime logically makes it less probable that the defendant committed a crime, and this meets the definition of irrelevance in Rule 401, Joyner versus State. The prosecution argues that the composite sketches are admissible because they are investigative tools. However, this does not make the sketches irrelevant and admissible. Investigative reports by police and other law enforcement personnel are admissible under Indiana Rule Evidence 408, Section 8, or Evidence Rule 803, Section 8, when offered by the accused in a criminal case. Weishart versus State. Number 9, since 1974, the Indiana Supreme Court has held that composite sketch do not violate the hearsay rule when the witness and officer creating the sketch testified are available for cross-examination. Roe versus State. Number 10, while Roe was decided prior to the codification of the Indiana Rule of Evidence, the Roe court relied on the reason for hearsay rule, stating that the principal reasons for the exclusion of hearsay evidence are that the out-of-court declarant was not under oath, not subject to confrontation by the trier of fact, and most importantly, not subject to cross-examination by the accused. The purpose behind the hearsay rule does not change and was not modified upon the codification of the Indiana Rules of Evidence. Number 11, since the Indiana Rules of Evidence was codified, courts continue to acknowledge that the fundamental purpose of the hearsay rule is to preserve the right to cross-examine the declarant. Powell versus State. To the extent the prosecution is arguing that due to the subjective nature of the sketches, there is some blanket rule that composite sketches are not relevant because they are investigative reports. This is simply untrue. Indeed, composite sketches have long been admitted in criminal cases in Indiana. And it names several case laws here, guys, and I'm not going through all of them. Former Special Agent Plants also admitted that the standards and guidelines for forensic art and facial identification promulgated by the International Association for Identification contains the best practices for forensic artists. Former Special Agent Plants further testified that it is the best practice that the witness may be instructed that his signature will be the feature that allows him to identify the image in court. There would be no reason for a witness to sign a sketch in order to identify it in court if the composite sketches are subjective investigative tools to generate leads and not to identify suspects. The prosecution further argues that the witnesses who assisted in the preparation of composite sketches of the bridge guy would testify that they did not see the person depicted in the sketch for a sufficient length of time to allow them to positively identify the defendant. This argument fails as the state offers no evidence at the hearing as to the amount of time and any witnesses who assisted in the creation of composite sketches view the suspect. The prosecution further argues that if the composite sketches are relevant, the probative value is substantially outweighed by the unfair prejudice, confusing the issues and misleading the jury, and therefore should be excluded under Indiana Rule Evidence 403. Number 18, at the hearing, the prosecution argued that composite sketches are inadmissible in that because they are rendering use rendering used in the investigation process for recognition and not identification of a suspect. However, if a sketch is used to recognize a suspect and that sketch does not resemble the accused, this is highly relevant and implicates Mr. Allen's right to confront and cross-examine witnesses under the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution, Article 1, Section 13, subsection 8 of the Indiana Constitution to meet every witness against him face to face. Former Agent Plants testified that witnesses often provide a rating for the sketch on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 not resembling the suspect and 10 being an exact replica of the suspect. Number 20. While it is conceivable that the sketch that was produced and to which a witness applied a low score to the sketch could be misleading and confusing, a sketch with a high score that highly resembles a suspect would not be confusing or misleading. Furthermore, any confusion could easily be dealt with on direct or cross-examination. The prosecution concedes that these sketches were used for recognition of leads in the investigatory stage of this matter. The sketches were widely disseminated across the state for years. Rich Allen has the right under the Fifth Amendment of the United States Constitution, Article 1, Section 13, subsection 8 of the Indiana Constitution to meet the proponents of the sketches and to cross-examine them as to the identifying characters of the sketch. Wherefore, the accused Richard Allen by counsel respectfully requests the court deny the state's motion to eliminate regarding composite sketches and for all the other just and proper relief in the premises. Respectfully, Jennifer Ajou, the other attorney that's assigned to the defense team.
Yeah. Oh no. So those other little girls that saw him didn't see him well enough to be able to positively identify him. Oh no.
That's what they're trying to say, yes. Heidi Nixon, ma'am, thank you so much for the donations. Greatly appreciated, ma'am.
Is that's just what the defense is saying, right? Not the prosecution.
That's exactly what the defense is saying.
Okay.
All right, let's get back to this chat. Yeah, everybody, if you can, please. It's all about the families and these victims.
And if one or both girls were targeted, I assume we'll also find out how Richard Allen knew they would be on the trails that day.
Yeah, and that's a good question. That is a good question you brought up there, Chris, because I mean, according to the 3 preteens that saw who they believe was Richard Allen, he was in a hurry to get to the high bridge. Yes, you want that documented Discord, Gibbo? Is that what you're saying? All right, give me a second here.
I can't wait to read the opening statements. Ooh. Those can be kind of long, though, sometimes, I think, right? Like a couple hours, even.
I mean, I've seen opening statements basically last all day in
They
trial.
can last all day?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
There you go, Gibbo. It's in the Discord. It's under the Microbi or Acrobat. You're welcome, sir. Love to Hunt says, I'm saying no to tools. I mean, what's next? Lie detector test? Exactly. I mean, I have read the Indiana rule when it comes to sketches, and it clearly states that it is hearsay. Because basically what hearsay means is you have one of the witnesses telling the sketch artist something, and then he interprets it on paper. That is considered hearsay.
But lie detector tests are inadmissible in court.
What's that?
lie detector tests are not admissible in court.
No.
In fact, there's serial killers who have managed to beat a polygraph.
Yep, they sure have.
So, what's even the point of a polygraph then? To see whether they could be lying or not?
They use a polygraph to see if they can get any deception in your answers. And if they can find any deceptions in your answers, that gives them the signal to take you back in the interrogation room. Depending what the deception was on what question, they'll go after you on that question again and press you to try to get more information out of you.
Mm-mm.
Continue to stare. You are right. They are looking down on us right now. Skittle, is everything all right?
Did Libby have any other siblings? I know she had. I know Kelsey and her were sisters, but
Yeah, well, you know that her mom had a couple more sisters or daughters. Carrie had a couple more daughters, so.
Libby has other sisters. That's nice.
Yes.
I wonder if they were also close with Libby like Kelsey.
No. No. Because her mother and her sisters lived in Kentucky, I believe, at the time. Yep, there went my camera. Hold on, guys. Dang it.
Hey,
Hold on,
has it
Chris.
been 20? Has it been 20 minutes yet? I
Camera
think
fell.
so, probably.
Hold on, Chris. There we go. All right, sorry about that, guys. Cough shook the computer desk and knocked my camera right off.
That's all right.
Everybody has to have faith. V. Marie said it best. Believe in God and have faith, and everything will work out just fine in this case.
Hey, I think it's been just about 20 minutes now, hasn't it? So
It's almost 5 till 9.
5 till 9.
Yep.
Ooh. I have butterflies. I'm sure Libby and Abby's family members have lots of butterflies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, guys. Got to keep checking everything to make sure I'm not got nothing coming through.
Do you think Libby and Abby's family members already know all of the evidence and all of that, or do you think that they'll also find out during the trial?
Well, I can tell you this is that there was an agreement between the media, family, and the court that each day of trial, they are able to go into the courtroom before it even starts, before anybody's let in, and view the exhibits each day that they're going to present.
Oh, wow, I see.
Yep.
Oh, amazing. But
And I mean, I think it's a good thing because
the family members can't talk about anything though until after the trial.
right. Well, I honestly, I think it's a good thing that the judge did this because, I mean, I have spoken to the family about the situation, and they want to be prepared well in advance before these photos and everything come out. They want to be prepared and go ahead and see them and know what they're going to be seeing before it happens.
Yeah, that's their little girls, so they want to be prepared.
Like Miss Nixon says, have faith.
Yeah. Since Libby's other sisters weren't even close with I assume they probably won't be there during the trial.
Yeah, I believe they are.
They are. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
at least
that's
one
nice.
of Libby and Kelsey's sisters is there at all the hearings.
Oh, that's nice, even though they weren't close with her.
Joe Nimitz says it's also understandable for people to defend the accused. However, the way they do it is not from love, but evil. Frank says it best. They don't care about the families. They don't. They don't. What it is to them is sensationalism to them. They get a big kick out of the sensationalism out of it. You know, I've taken the time over the
Yeah.
hold on, Chris. Hold on, Chris. I just lost training of thought. Damn it. I was getting ready to say something and I forgot. Go ahead. It'll come back to me.
So did you also recently hear about something that came out that there was a bunch of hair found in Abby's hand that
Now
wasn't Richard Allen's?
We're gonna get this straight right now. You're listening to what the defense is saying in court. They showed no proof of any hair. They showed no proof of document or anything that said there was a hair found in Libby's hand.
Oh, I heard that. I also heard that the prosecution also didn't deny it or anything either, though. So.
Well, I mean, he's not going to deny it. It's part of they're doing their mini opening statements in front of the jury, and that's what it was part of, was a mini opening statement. But if you go back way almost to the beginning, if you recall, they said that they found some type of hairs at the crime scene. They never told us if it was human. They never told us if it was animal hair. Okay, so what they're doing is planting a seed into the jury's mind that they found a hair. They're basically saying it was a human hair, but they're not telling us it's a human hair, and they're saying it's not Richard Allen's. Well, okay. If it's not Richard Allen's, it must be an animal hair or somebody else's hair. You also got to remember this also, too. Kelsey left sweatshirts in her back seat for a reason, for her friends to wear when they were out and about, Libby and Abby when they were out and about. I mean, that sweatshirt was at home around other family members, other animals. So I am not going to jump on that bandwagon about a hair until I see proof of it.
You made some good points there.
You know, and I keep hearing rumors they say it's red. Well, how the hell do you know it's red? They didn't say that in court. I know this for a fact. They did not say the hair was red in court. So all you scarecrow pro-defense people,
quite honestly, though, yes, you made some good points, but on the other hand, we also weren't there either, though, and we're not lawyers or anything either, though. So.
But I understand what you're saying. But I've got people I trust with my life that's in that courtroom during those hearings. One of them is a national journalist, and she is not going to steer me in the wrong way. I can tell you that right now. And Miss Rescue All Dogs, she would never lead me in the wrong way, because me and her are really good friends, and she would never do that.
Okay. Well, that's good. So do you think Richard Allen killed any other little girls in his life, or just Libby and Abby?
There has nothing that's came out that says that he has done anything else to anybody else. We have to just go off the information that was put forward to us. So in saying, I would say he has never did this before.
Well, something made him want to kill Libby and Abby, though. So.
Yeah, and that's going to come out. I mean, he did say that there was a motive for what he did. We know that. It's just being in the courtroom and hearing.
Yeah.
Miss Nixon says, even if the hair was red, Abby's hair was red. I can name at least 2 or 3 family members on Libby's side whose hair was red. You know, I found an old picture of her Aunt Tara with red hair back from 2017. Her dad, Libby's dad, had reddish hair. No, she's up in her parents' house up there near Delphi. That's where she's at. Defense doesn't have to show proof. Burden of proof falls on the state. Defense wants to bring up anything to show reasonable doubt. Yeah, they're going to throw everything at the wall to see what sticks. Good point, Justice Angel.
I think the defense might also trying to be confused to confuse everybody too, though, because is it deodanism, or was it not Richard Allen, or were there others involved, or they're saying all kinds of different stuff.
That's what defense attorneys do. You got to remember, this is how I portray attorneys. Attorneys go to school to learn how to manipulate people. Manipulate their brain into believing something that they're saying when it's not actually true, is what I mean by that.
I hope the prosecution is good enough to get Richard Allen convicted and get justice for the little girls.
The way it's standing right now, and this is the best analogy that I can say, it's a 50-50 chance that he's going to get convicted. That's just being in the courtroom. In the jury's eyes, it's always a 50-50 shot. In our eyes, it's going to be different because we've seen a lot of the information that's come out. We've seen and heard things that have been said from Richard Allen and things like that. So our percentages is going to be different than what the jury's going to be.
Nobody knows GP. I guess we'll find that out sometime soon.
What in the hell would be a motive to kill two beautiful 13 and 14-year-old girls? There's nothing in this world that could make anybody do something like that. The only explanation that I could come up with, GP, is that when everything was going down over there on Ron Logan's property, something happened to where he had to unalive them. I don't know what it could have been. It could have been he got unmasked somehow and they recognized him, and that's when he's like, oh, they saw me, I got to get rid of them. We just don't know.
You think maybe that they recognized them? Probably.
That's what I'm saying.
From where?
It's a CVS. It's a CVS store.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. CVS was right across from the Dairy Queen where Kelsey worked.
Well, Boston, I believe why she's being so protective, and you got a point here. What happened up in Allen County when Court TV, she was doing a test run for cameras in the courtroom. They totally fucked up. They had a live feed going the whole damn time, and it wasn't supposed to be, and they weren't supposed to show none of the gallery, the family, or anything. The camera was supposed to be strictly on her, and it wasn't. And that's what ticked her off, and that screwed it up for everybody. And then you got some bimbos, one going into a courthouse with Ray-Ban glasses on, and then you got two fucking idiots fighting out both sides of the courthouses, one in Delphi and one in Allen County. I mean, she does not want this case turning into a circus. Good morning, Miss Rescue. Get good sleep last night? Because I sure in the hells didn't. I didn't sleep a bit.
Oh, hey! It's 9:06. The trial is starting now.
It should be. Court never starts on time. That's one thing you've got to learn, Chris. Never starts on time. Making sure that let's see if I got another document. No, not yet. Still waiting on the ruling on the sketches.
So yeah. Gosh, maybe they did recognize him because CVS was across the street from the Dairy Queen where Kelsey worked, and I heard that Libby went to that Dairy Queen sometimes. Not sure about Abby though.
Well, Kelsey worked at the Dairy Queen at one point in time.
Oh yeah, That's true. I don't even know, but
Don't be yawning on my channel, bro. If I've been up all night and ain't yawn, don't be yawning.
what do you? So how would Richard Allen have recognized them from the pharmacy though? Like maybe when they went in there together at some point, or
I can tell you from experience from having 2 teenage daughters myself at that age, when they go in the store, they're up and down every aisle looking at everything. If it's candy, if it's makeup, or whatever the circumstances might be that they're in there, you know.
yeah, true.
So, of course, they're going to get recognized in the store.
Yeah, he didn't destroy those recordings and photos that Libby made though, so maybe he didn't notice or something.
I do not, Angela, I do not look at the sketches. I will admit there are some features that kind of resemble Rick Allen, but I'm not going to say they totally look like Rick Allen because to me they don't. Only thing I really recognized was maybe his the eyes on one, the nose on one, and that was about it.
There's one younger sketch and one older or middle-aged sketch. Richard Allen was 44 at the time. Is 44 middle-aged?
Joe Newman says R.A. asked for mercy in his original letter. He probably feels great remorse. He snapped got recognized what wants to admit. Only tell your mama if you really want to be heard. Every person that gets in trouble, they always run to their mama. That is no lie.
So is 44 middle-aged because that's how old Richard Allen was at the time?
Junior Johnson, this is Chris Owens up on panel. Middle-aged is 44.
Okay.
I'm above middle-aged. There's quite a few people in the chat that are way above middle-aged.
Yeah, do you think I'm right that Richard Allen didn't notice Libby recording him?
That is really surprising to me. Honestly, that just surprised the hell out of me if he didn't realize that she was recording me. And Rescue said goals normally on time when it comes to court. I think she was only late one time when she got caught in traffic. Isn't that right, Rescue? She was about a half hour late coming into Delphi. What's going on, Real Dragon? Good morning, bud.
Yeah, goal starts on time. Yeah, so maybe we're still waiting on those damn sketches or something.
Gambies, good morning. Boo, good morning. Laura Dune, good to see you. We're catching up on this chat. Stephanie, good to see you. Stephanie said he didn't snap. That's a predator.
How do you know that he went there with the intent to abduct or kill them, Stephanie?
We don't know that for sure, Chris, but we do know that he was hightailing it to the bridge for some reason. We just don't know what that reason was.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's what
you're right.
Hold on. That's why I keep explaining to people we cannot jump to conclusions to the reason why he was out there. We can't say he was out there just to strictly kill somebody because we do not know that. We don't know if he was out there to sexually assault somebody. We do not know that. Only Richard Allen knows this. Laura Dune, thank you for the super sticker. Greatly appreciated. And that's what I've been preaching, Joe. I've been preaching this forever. Everybody's assuming that he was out there to sexually assault or kill somebody. We do not know that. We just don't know that. Sarah Harvey, she's out there. She saw Aspen in line. Bob Siegel, X feed. Oh, okay. You saw the X feed. Okay. Sorry about that.
But like you said earlier too, though, he was
I am not. Hold on,
hightailing to the bridge.
dude. Party, you're not going to come in here talking that crap because the witnesses said that he was hightailing it to the high bridge. Go back and read and read and read. They said he was in a hurry for some reason.
Do you think you can stop interrupting me so I can finish and you
You're
can
on my
understand
channel.
me, please? I don't like being interrupted.
Have a good day, bud. You're not coming on my damn channel and talking that shit to me. All right, how about that? The fact is, party, the girls in their statement said that he was hightailing it to a high bridge. That is a fact. We don't need to go in the courtroom to get fact when it's in writing. Everybody knows this. I don't know how long you've been following this case, but you must be missing something. I'm not trying to be rude. And it's like Melissa said, we don't know exactly why he was out there. I keep hearing people say, oh, he was out there to intentionally kill somebody. We don't know that. He was out there to sexually assault somebody. We don't know that. We just don't know that. That's why you've never heard me say, oh, he was out there to sexually assault him. You never heard me say that. You've never heard me say, oh, he was out there just to kill somebody. I've never said that either because I just don't know. Good question. Good question. We do know that there was some type of, I would say confrontation, but we do know that they crossed paths at one point in time. We know that for a fact. Yeah, V, you know how I work on my channel. You ain't coming in here talking shit. Exactly, Olivia. See, the last time he was on my panel, he tried to accuse me of being a Richard Allen protector, and I had to kick his ass out. There's two houses right there at the south end of the bridge, which the Brad Weber and his neighbor. Marv was first in line, Heidi. Her, Greeno, and Rafael Sanchez. Yep, I've been to every hearing except for one. I didn't go to the jury selection because it's boring. I was a foreman on a jury, and I know how boring it is just to sit there and listen to questioning half the day. I'm going through the chat, guys. Now Chris is a good kid, Mary. He's just got some issues. Thank you, Carrie. I don't embellish shit. I bring facts. That's all I do here. Let me check to see. I'm still waiting on that for her decision on the sketches. Then it hasn't come through yet. Unless she hadn't ruled on it. But she said she would have it ruled on by this morning. The timeline is very tight. You're right, Saska. Timeline is very tight. But see, then I started hearing people talking about, well, Richard Allen, or allegedly Richard Allen, and Abby and Libby were, they were interrupted at the private drive. Now, you got to think about this. If they were interrupted on the private drive, then why did Libby's step counter stop over on the other side of the creek? I do not believe that they were interrupted in the area of the private drive. I don't believe that at all. Because if that was the case, if they were interrupted, somebody would have said something. And see, I try not to use theory whatsoever, because 9 times out of 10, if we try to guess a theory, we're wrong. Exactly, Love to Hunt. He was on a mission, walking like he was on a mission. So nobody can run his plate number. Possibility, Shane. It's a possibility. Dude, watch your tone in my talking to me like that, Chris, because you have a tendency to come on panels and try to overrun people on their own show, and I don't have that crap in my show, bro. This is my show. You know, I'm not nice enough to let you come up on panel from the last shit you tried to pull the last time you were up here. You know, I have a forgiving heart, but if you want to keep pulling that shit, don't come back up, dude. Well, yeah, rescue, but I was a foreman on a C felony intimidation charge. I can't imagine being sitting there for a murder trial. Yes, court was open at 8 o'clock this morning, Yvonne. Have a good day, Carrie. Call me later. Westfall will be there. Because Westfall texted me, what's today? Friday. He texted me Wednesday night when I was doing a live. Pretty pissed off because he had just received his subpoenas in the mail that day. And he's trying to get something done about it because by law, they're supposed to give him a 10-day notification, and he got it 2 days prior to the trial starting. No, she's a beautician. She cuts hair, Melissa. All right. Have a good day, Chris. You're out of here. Sorry, dude, but it's my channel. I don't give a damn what you got to say. You have a tendency to try to talk over people. I know he did, Joe, but he's very obnoxious, and I don't deal with that very well, especially what he did on live the last time I had him on panel. People ought to know by now where my heart lays in this case. Randy's in here. Man, I keep passing people up. Silas, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Gravitt. Yeah, Chris, I hate to say it, but he's rude. It's just rude to try to overtalk the host, you know, and when I'm trying to read the chat and read questions. And Lala says, Chris, you got anger issues, my friend. Please don't snap on a live. That is probably about someone who snapped, dude. Create your own channel if you don't like being interrupted. You don't like it, it's my show. Like I said, I'll interrupt anybody I want to. I'm sorry if you feel like I was being rude, but I'm not. Brown Skittle. It honestly would surprise me if he was communicating with Abby somehow. I know everyone says Libby could have been the target if it wasn't an opportunity crime. That is. Still waiting to see if I get that document, guys, so we know if she's letting the sketches in or not. Still haven't received it yet. Yes, Cheryl, he is in Delphi. He was second in line at the door. No, he does not have a warrant. Thank you, Melissa. De-escalate name of the game. Exactly. That's why I do that, man, because you're not coming up here and get me all flustered and pissed off. I'd rather you just to go bye-bye and so I can just de-escalate the situation. Well, I can't believe all you guys are in here. Lord goodness. I mean, I understand what you're saying, Stephanie. I mean, I'm not going to say it was a sexual assault because we don't know 100% that's what his intent was. I mean, but it's leaning toward more looking like that, until we know exactly what's said in the courtroom. I'm just going to leave it at that. Yes, it does mean he was there to do something nefarious, but we don't know what that was. I doubt it. Doubt it very much, Joe. Hey, I've got a military mouth, bro. There's no doubt about it, but I try to mind my manners while I'm live. Rescue says, justice for Abby and Libby, their loving families in all of Delphi. May some peace come for all. Oh, I've had him up several times, Melissa, and I can pretty much understand everything he's saying. Rosie got a 2-hour parking ticket. That surprised me. Parked right out in front of the courthouse, I would imagine. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm his elder, and I know I'm his elder, so I don't think there might be a couple people in the chat that might be my age and maybe older. Rescue's almost to my age. I know that. V. Marie, nope, she's not. I remember those days, Joe. Yvonne says, I'm old. Randy, what did you say? She said, I had to kidnap a car last night to see who was there. Yeah, I heard you were there. Are you still there or are you at home now? Oh, I was notified of that last night, Miss Nixon. I said, are you shitting me? V. Marie, you got that right. Say it again. Actually, Gray and Randy were the first and second. No, they weren't. It was Marv and Greeno and then Rafael Sanchez. Trust me, I got the scoop on everything last night when they all were arriving. Marv called me immediately when I was at the live, and she sent me a picture of her sitting in the chair, first one at the door. I'm a 60s baby, Saska. I know I've got a couple people in the courtroom that'll get with me to let me know what's going on. Lala says, so true, Joe. Like, what the fuck was that? That's the look. That's the looks that everyone fears most. If I see him on a live again, I'm noping out. Yes, Randy, he should have been there, but there's just when I talked to some people this morning and they were looking at the people in the line, Ivy Push called me immediately about 4:45 this morning, and she said there is so many people in this line I have never seen before, because she's been at, every hearing also. I remember those days too, Mustang. Constantine, 42. Oh my goodness. I wish I can go back to 42. Raphael is from Indiana. Apparently the MS, yeah, they were there. They were like 10th in line. Apparently, from my understanding, they had their names pulled from the media pool yesterday. Junior Johnson, he's got us all beat. He's a 50s baby. Yes, they decided that they're not taking the jury to the crime scene. I think it's Tourette's. I think he gets frustrated because of a disability. If I'm not on live, SS, I usually give updates through my community chat, unless it's something real major that needs to be announced, and then I'll go live. Good morning, Miss Julie Nolan. Good to see you. Heidi's a youngin'. Susan is there. Hannah Shakespeare's there. The murder sheet's there. Bob Mata and his wife are there. Rafael Sanchez no longer is employed with Channel 6. He is employed with Fox 59. Love to hunt. Just want justice for the families and them babies. Yeah, my mom was born in 1950. Yeah, Raphael. At the August 23rd hearing, I sat and talked with him for a few minutes. He interviewed a couple of us. Oh, another youngin'. Get out of my kitchen. A youngin' too. You're most welcome there, Silas. The way I look at it is I want to make sure that everybody is aware and involved in what's going on in the case. And my way of doing it is presenting the documents, which are fact. Miss Peggy Day, thank you for the $9.99 super sticker. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for supporting the live this morning. Yvonne, you got 10 years on me. I was born in the summer of 69. He went to Fox 59 a little over a year ago, maybe two. Oh. Yeah, it's very interesting. I look at my algorithms in my on my channel, and I go to one specific spot, and let's see, analytics, audience. My biggest audience is ages between 55 and 64. And most of over half of my audience is females. The geography, I got 77% United States, 2.5% United Kingdom, and 1.8 in Canada. I graduated in the 80s. I know that a lot of the people that were in line, I shouldn't say a lot, but there was a few in line that strictly were there to hear the opening statements. You're only a couple years older than me, GP. Me and you have had many discussions over that. My homecoming theme was from Prince. Let's Go Crazy. Because the only reason why I say that is I see the number 99 in his song 1999. Want to party like it's 1999? Hell, I want to go grocery shopping like it was 1999, honestly. Oh, I don't like talking about politics. I can tell you that right now. A great grandma, Peggy? Well, Lordy Lord. Yeah, I got a granddaughter and a grandson. Well, they were at one point in time when you got up to the third floor where the courtroom was. There was a box right outside the courtroom. You had to put your phone in before you went in. So I don't know how they're doing it this time. Yeah, that's pretty young. Born in 99, so okay. Wow. Purple Rain, there you go, Joe. I got my driver's license in 1984. Yep, good number, 69, the year I was born. Oh, well, we don't know about that now, V. Marie. They didn't even know about HIV back then. You could have been walking around and didn't even know it. Remember, that stuff didn't get recognized until the late 80s with Ryan White out of Cicero, Indiana. Oh no. It's either about cases with me and Rescue or we're singing together when we're traveling. I honestly, Jay, I have never researched that. But Indiana, I can tell you Indiana does not have a whole lot of cases that are covered with cameras. I know this for a fact because I follow a lot of cases out of Indiana. Lord, 8 grandchildren. Oh, I start getting pissed off. If I start talking politics, I've been through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 presidents so far. No, we don't. Well, guys, let me check one more time for you guys. I've been waiting on that document. No, you didn't miss anything, AB. Just the defense filed their response to the motion to eliminate that was filed by Nick yesterday. Uh-oh, what do we got? Nothing yet. Nothing yet. But we've been at it for 2 hours, guys, and I have not been to bed. I'm going to go ahead and end it live here in the next 5 minutes because I have to keep an eye on my phone for any information that's going to be coming in. And like I said, if it's pertinent information that I need to go live, I will let you guys know. But otherwise, just any old information coming out of the courtroom, I will put in my community post and everywhere else. You guys know where I post everything at. But I do greatly appreciate everybody coming and hanging out for the last couple hours. And my mods especially, thank you so much. CJK, Rescue, V Marie, Miss Thang, Grab It. Love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out and keeping my chat in check. And to 6-3 Clocks, Amber G, Brandon Collins, Lauren Dune, and Peggy Day all supported my live today with super stickers. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. But like I said, guys, if something important comes out of the courtroom, that's something that needs to be put out there, I will immediately go live and let you all know. But I'm going to get out of here and lay down for a little bit. Until next time, everybody, you know what time it is. Peace out. One love. Love y'all. Have a good day. Be back short or later.